Hello, welcome to our urban garden here in Edinburgh. This is where life begins for most of the plants. Even though at this time of the year, mid-June, most are already out and thriving in the garden, but we've still got a few left. These are herbs which we grow from seed, Greek basil, Genovese basil, parsley, flat-leaf, rosemary, thyme, all smell absolutely delightful. Some green beans, these are dwarf green beans, and these are climbing green beans, both almost ready to go out. We've leeks, again they need a little bit more growth before they're ready to be planted, but they're doing very well. And this year I'm trying an experiment growing plants long term in the greenhouse. This is a butternut squash and cucumber. So it looks good so far. As you can see, they're still quite small, but they are growing, and we'll see what happens. In addition, I have been propagating some sedum, and they're doing really well. These have exceeded all expectation. There were moribund little shoots when I brought them in here, and now lots of green shoots emerging, and you see this beautiful spruce tree, spruce sedum it's called, with lovely flowers, doing very well indeed. So it's amazing what one can grow in a small space, and the greenhouse is such an aid to getting plants off to a good start. It's now the end of June, and we've had a week or so of rain, and my goodness, how everything is completely flourishing as a result of this moisture. We practice permaculture principles insofar as possible, and we can produce a phenomenal amount in a small space with minimal work. We have raised beds for a number of reasons, and as you can see, these are made with scaffold boards which we've got from a local wood recycling organisation in Granton. Absolutely superb, great quality. And we have it lined here on top with some wool, which reduces the risk of snails getting access to our crops. It works very well, and I'm very happy with that. In the raised bed, we have random planting. Here we have carrots, beans, fennel, herbs, flowers, some marigolds, all mixed up together. Some orange stew, some sugar snap peas, and down further we have some red cabbage and strawberries, which have given us a great crop this year. We have strawberries every other day, splendid flavour, and grow very easily. So this is our second raised bed which we've added this year, and as you can see, we have it's same construction as the first, with the boxing ring here on top. This is to prevent our little doggies gaining access to our produce, which they have done before we added this. And it may be difficult to see on camera, but also our wool has been very well utilised by our feathered friends for lining their nests. So some of it is picked virtually bare, but we've got enough left. Here we have broad beans, which we're about to harvest, beetroot, and hidden in among there as well is spinach and chard, which will be able to grow better when the beans are harvested. Again, a splendid crop, splendid produce in a small space. This is my all-time favourite green veg, perennial kale, Daubenton's kale. Fantastic plant, grows all year round. Produces masses of leaves, lovely tender succulent kale, great crop and very resistant to pests. Here we also got our frame for beans. There's a mixture of French climbing beans and runner beans, and the flowers are coming out in the runner beans now, which is great. Looking forward to a good crop. And on the ground we have some pumpkin, red and blue curry squash. We also have some courgette
and they're growing nicely now. The flowers are beginning to appear. We also have lots of fruit in this area. This is a dwarf mulberry. I'm told it grows to 1.5 metres. Only put it in last year, and it's fruiting quite well, so looking forward to tasting those later on. In addition, we have our pears. That's a Beth pear with a conference pear there. They were only put in last year. No fruit on the Beth, but the conference is good. We have a number of pears on that. We have raspberries and some rhubarb, which we've harvested many times this year and just made a couple of kilos of rhubarb and ginger jam. Tastes wonderful. And we have more herbs. There's some lovage over here. There's some fennel, bronze and yellow. Another perennial plant, good King Henry, which is like a spinach. Marvellous plant, very resilient, survives drought and pests. And then just random flowers in boxes. We'll see how they grow, or if they grow.